Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and today we're playing with nothing new. I have a little box, a little touch-up box that I've got with some of my just kind of go-to products that I thought, why do anything like crazy and new and expensive? And I mean, I guess some of it's kind of ish expensive, but some of it's just really fun. And today I'm feeling like I need a little fun. I need a little, regular makeup, you know? It's not all about first impressions, and we're gonna do some stuff that I really like. First thing on here is the Thrive Cosmetics primer. This is a blurring primer. I think it's probably it can't be silicone based, right? I don't know what the formula is, but I can tell you it feels really good on the skin. Arbonne used to make a primer that was very similar to this, that just kind of, I don't know, makes your skin feel like satin. Sometimes that's a good thing. And if it also happens to be blurring, we'll take it. Okay, and this is not the Thrive Cosmetics show, but I'm also going to use the Thrive Cosmetics waterproof primer. This is an eyelid primer. And I do still have weather outside. I'm planning on being out in the weather. I don't know why I straightened my hair today, because I'm going outside, but it's just such an easy eyelid primer. And I think for ladies of a certain age, this is great. This is the 360. So I think that this might have a little bit of like lifting technology. I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and put it underneath my eyes too, because if we're talking about lifting and firming, and why not do the eyes? You guys, if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button and show me a little love and encouragement. I get nothing in PR. I'm not sponsored, affiliated, endorsed, and I just like playing with makeup, and I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not a professional YouTuber either. The stuff's like OG, great. I love the glass bottle. Everything about this I like. This is the Matte Poreless Maybelline Fit Me, and I am in shade, I don't know, shade 310 is what I'm using right now. Blender spongy thingy is, I think, from Believe Beauty. I think that's where I got this one. It's nice. Probably one of my favorite like go-to sponges, because it plumps up really nicely and it's super soft, cleans easily. I go through phases where this Fit Me stuff, because it's just drugstore. It's just normal. It's not super high zoot. And then I kind of forget about it when I'm trying new stuff. And then when I'm just ready for, it's like the comfort food of foundations. And I would tell anybody, not that you came to me for my opinion, but I would tell anybody, if you're just looking for a good, stable foundation, give this one a whirl. Foundation's on. Again, this stuff is great. Okay, we need a little bronzer. This is the Hourglass Diffused Bronze Light Bronzer. And it's like this marbled thing. I like the blushes too. I gotta be honest, when I first got the Hourglass blush, one of the Hourglass blushes, I wasn't in love with it. I thought it was too light when I swatched it. Same thing with this. I wasn't like in love with it when I first got it, but now I really, really do like it. It just seems to be like an easy go-to, no fuss, just performs. And I know it's a little bit more expensive. There are other budget-friendly bronzers that I really like. I like the Milani. I like the Butter Bronzer. I haven't tried their new formula yet. Just let me know. Have you tried the new one? I just don't pan a lot of products because I try so many of them. Always trying to find the one, you know? But if I were to make a choice for one bronzer, it'd probably be the Butter Bronzer. Again, I'm really curious to see how the new formula is. But this one from Hourglass, I don't know, it just feels nice to have expensive stuff. So this is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. And this is in the shade Light. And I have like a little blemish, so I only put it in one place. All right, this blush is really kind of funny. This is a Colored Rain blush. It's in Bourjois. And I got it as part of a like a mystery bundle, and it is really bold. I think it's supposed to be maybe a highlighter for deeper skin tones. A little goes a long way. as you can tell. It actually even maybe look a little bolder in the viewfinder than it does in my mirror with the light, but we'll just have to see how it looks. But it's a nice formula, and it gives a nice little glow to the skin too. The only thing about this blush that I would say keep an eye on is it does have a little bit of sheen to it. So if you don't use anything pore minimizing or filling or whatever for texture, you might get a little bit more than you might want. But it's a fun blush. It's fun to play with. Again, I don't think it's originally supposed to be a blush, but it's either, for me, it's either a blush or an eyeshadow. It's not a highlighter. It's a lot. I'm Shelly and I abuse blush on this channel. Okay, you guys, Morphe Sweet Tea. This is a perfectly fine lip liner. It's maybe a little brown, a little 90s. I like 90s. My go-to lip liners, I just kind of always have it at the ready. I have two MAC lipsticks. One of them is in Mocha, one of them is in Cherish. I've gotten in this habit of layering. But I think Cherish kind of tones down the brown just a little bit. Super easy, super wearable. Huda Beauty. Let's do some Purple Haze eyeshadow. This is just a, you guys, I've used this quite a bit. I actually really like it. I know I said I was gonna do some more purples coming up, and I haven't quite gotten there yet, but I'm gonna take this tan color. It's like the main neutral transition shade. And now that my eyeshadow primer's had a chance to dry down, I was kind of late to the game with the Huda Beauty Obsessions line. I do have, I don't know, 7 or 8 dupes from C-Color Cosmetics. So if you guys want to see a video with any of those, please let me know. I don't play with them as much as I should because there's just so many palettes out there. And I think when I first started getting into this channel a little over a year ago, I was keen on buying up products so that I had stuff to film with. And I probably had to do a declutter. I feel like this time of year I'm really into paring down, but I'm also, I don't want to overextend myself and get into too many projects that I'm not ready for. Okay, I'm gonna take this purple. I know it seems a little bit of a lighter shade, but I'm gonna take that all over my movable lid, and I'm just using on the same brush, so if there's a little bit more residual from that transition shade, it's okay. I like these Huda palettes more than I thought I would. If you are someone who likes the little 9 pans, I mean, obviously ColourPop is a great option, but these little Huda ones are not too bad. I didn't get into the whole pastel things because frankly, pastels just don't really do it for me. This palette, I'm trying to remember, I think I got this one in the Khaki Haze palette at the same time, and then I picked up the nudes after that, and I really do like them. Okay, I'm gonna take this lighter shade just up in my brow bone a little bit though. Not really necessary, but we're just blending things out a little bit. Might as well take it into here too, just in case there's a little discoloration. I think I'm gonna go into this mid-tone purpley shimmer right here first, just on my finger. I actually think that this palette is pretty well curated as far as matching things up with particularly this neutral in here. I think it actually works really well. I think you can take this palette warm and you can take it cool. Again, you guys, nothing new. That's okay. Okay, I'm gonna take the darkest purple just up against my lash line. Again, just simple everyday makeup. I think one of the things I like about this dark purple is it's not too crazy oversaturated. It actually goes on a little bit more sheer than you might think by looking in the pan. But if you want a little bit more of a saturated line and less kind of blown out and diffused like I'm doing here, you can take a little angled firmer brush and wet it with a little setting spray or whatever and then go in with it, and I think that works. I still have this discoloration from where I'm wearing my glasses, so I'm gonna go in with a little bit more concealer. All right, I didn't fill in my brows at all. I'm just kind of going with a little bit more natural shade tones, I guess, but I'm gonna use the NYX Control Freak. This is a clear gel, clear eyebrow gel. If you're looking for a little control, but not anything like super crazy, this will keep those hairs in place. I don't remember where I got this or why, but actually really am enjoying it. And the last, oh wait, I've got some powder, but I'm gonna put some mascara on first. Thrive Cosmetics again. These guys are just super easy, go-to, good formula. I don't feel bad about using the products. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a couple coats and I'll be right back. All right, guys, mascara's on. What an easy, good, solid mascara. It's just black. And I do still feel like I've got a little discoloration in here, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Number 7 face powder. This is in, let's see, this is Luminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in light medium. That's not the brush I want. Let me get a big fluffy brush here. And we're just gonna kind of set down a little bit, maybe slightly blending. I do have a couple errands I want to run today, so I'm not looking for anything too glam, too crazy. I mean, I want something that's gonna hold up in daylight, actual real light. This makeup does it for me. Simple, everyday, nothing new. Little setting spray. Still this Color Pop Hyaluronic Acid, because my face still is a little dry. Okay, you guys, I hope you are doing really well. This was simple, easy, go-to, again, face full of nothing new. I didn't even use any eyeliner. I feel completely appropriate. I don't feel like I'm gonna embarrass my family leaving the house, which is kind of always a goal, isn't it? Not embarrassing your family. If you guys could leave me a comment down below and tell me, do you guys like the facefuls of a certain brand, or do you prefer more like 3 looks with 1 palette? Do you prefer revisiting things that you already may own? Do you prefer some of the more obscure brands, some of the more high-end stuff? Let me know what direction you'd like. Let me know what interests you, because that interests me. All right, you guys, I hope you're doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.